This is the United Nations Security Council room, but how does the United Nations work here in New York City? Well, let's find out.
So here we are, nicknamed one of the most important rooms in the world, also known as the Security Council Chamber of the United Nations. Now, the Security Council is the main organ dealing with peace and security around the world. The main object is the horseshoe table, where we have 15 governments sitting around in alphabetical order. 5 of them are permanent, the 5 main allies of World War II. There's China, France, the Russian Federation, the United Kingdom, the United States of America. But then there's 10 other governments who get elected, the elected 10. And who elects them? The General Assembly. In the middle of the horseshoe table sits the president, and the presidency rotates every month counterclockwise. They establish the agenda for the month, they count the votes, they direct the floor, you have the floor, you have the floor. So they have a dual job for the month. They speak on behalf of the council, and then they speak in the capacity of their own government. To the left of the Russian Federation, there's a chair for the Secretary General, Antonio Guterres. There's 200 red chairs surrounding the table. That's one chair for all the other member states of the UN, who are not part of the council. They have a sticker on the name of the chair so they know where to sit. The green chairs, that used to be for the public. There was no security back in the day, there was no fence on First Avenue. This was for the public. 50 cents to reserve a chair, that's not the case anymore. Now what do they do here? Over here they make decisions by voting. To adopt the resolution, at least 9 out of the 15 have to raise their hand to vote yes. Under one condition, and that is no negative vote from the 5 permanent governments, because they hold the veto power. Now when it comes to taking action, they have several tools. First and foremost, there's Chapter 6. Chapter 6 of the UN Charter is peaceful negotiation, mediation, arbitration. Let's try to talk. We invite the parties to the corner of the table, tell the world why you're fighting. Give us a statement, give us numbers, facts. The council may take action like voting for a ceasefire. They may vote to deploy a fact-finding mission to see what's actually happening on the ground and report back to the council. The Secretary General can intervene. He can make public or private efforts, make a phone call, make a statement, make an appearance. He showed up in Egypt last week for the ceasefire in Gaza. The council can deploy political mission. These missions are very effective in helping rebuilding governments after a coup or throwdown. They help establish borders. They help with humanitarian assistance. And then we have what's called peacekeeping. Peacekeeping are the blue helmets of the United Nations. Those are police and military personnel. Right now there's 11 of those operations happening. Of course, that doesn't work all the time, so the council can use Chapter 7. Under Chapter 7, there's enforcement measures. These can be types of sanctions.
Right.
So they can vote to freeze credit cards, freeze your cash flow, your bank, travel restrictions, shipping embargoes, weapons embargoes. Every time they vote on sanctions, 9 have to agree without a veto from the 5. We have to establish a committee of experts to work with governments, institutions, with banks to impose the sanctions, which is extremely difficult, as you can imagine. Right now, there's 14 current sanctions committees. And then when nothing else works, under Chapter 7, with sanctions, and sanctions don't hold up always, they may vote to intervene with the military.
Okay.
Now, the UN is not a government, keep that in mind. The UN is a body made up of governments. So when they vote on taking military action, the other governments have to volunteer their military personnel.
Highly recommend going on a tour here in the United Nations. Stay curious, my friends.